A gene is the fundamental unit of heredity in living organisms. It is a segment of deoxyribonucleic acid, commonly known as DNA. DNA contains the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. Genes determine specific characteristics by encoding the production of proteins, which carry out various functions in cells. Each gene has a specific location on a chromosome, and humans typically have around 20,000 to 25,000 genes. These genes influence everything from physical traits, such as eye color and height, to the risk of developing certain diseases. For example, the MC1R gene affects the type and amount of melanin produced in hair. Variations in this gene can lead to red hair, while other combinations influence blonde, brown, or black hair. A mutation in the HBB gene causes sickle cell anemia. This gene normally produces hemoglobin, which carries oxygen in red blood cells. The mutation leads to abnormal hemoglobin, causing red blood cells to become rigid and sickle-shaped, leading to anemia and other complications. Genes are passed from parents to offspring, which is why children inherit traits from their parents. The study of genes and their functions is known as genetics. Each gene can have different versions called alleles. For example, a gene that affects eye color might have an allele for blue eyes and another for brown eyes. Some alleles are dominant, meaning they will determine the trait even if only one copy is present. Others are recessive and will only determine the trait if both copies of the gene have the recessive allele. Gregor Mendel's principles explain how traits are inherited through dominant and recessive alleles, leading to predictable patterns of inheritance. Some traits, like height, skin color, and intelligence, are controlled by multiple genes. These are called polygenic traits. The interaction of multiple genes and environmental factors leads to a wide range of possible outcomes for these traits. While genes provide the blueprint for physical traits, environmental factors such as diet, climate, and lifestyle can influence how these traits are expressed. Epigenetics studies how environmental factors can modify gene expression without changing the underlying DNA sequence. In summary, genes provide the instructions that lead to the development of physical traits, but these traits can be influenced by both genetic factors and environmental conditions.